call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on last year's national champions, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cyclones offense takes the field. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This one's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll go back to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Runs through the tackle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the ground, it's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Cyclones back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would...
He makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden...
Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Golden Flashes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! The offense cashing in on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No. At a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wilson to pass. Pulls it in. It's Westbrook. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll try the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll throw on third and short. A shot toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Once you start to get headed towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed. And
got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kent State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Maryland is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. They're trailing by 14 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, running back gets to give. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Cyclones in the hurry up. Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. Quick step and go. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the catch. It's Malone. Still on his feet. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Off play action. Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be a... But, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got the back over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the golden flashes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Wilson will throw. Swings it out to the flat. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Golden Flashes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Westbrook. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On the run, still looking. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Got a man. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Plenty of time to work. Not any time. As they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab on the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Set sail out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Jukes his way for more. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dick's Stadium.
And the Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Wilson to pass. Snags it over the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there. Safeties are going to be there. So you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 30. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. And the Golden Flashes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Golden Flashes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Kent State! They take the lead with the 6. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Cyclones want to move quickly.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense set on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
It's a running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the golden flashes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, golden flashes!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Cyclones moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Running to the left. Plows through the defense. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows them.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And you just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Right on the money. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Carpenter. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. And bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Iowa State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Line gets set. 1st down. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It